Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between our visitors and our home team. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. This is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Off-play action. Perry. Oh, he's going to take a shot. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Dallas takes over possession. It was a tough year in Big D. This was a team with Super Bowl aspirations in training camp. Got off to the 3-0 start. Got Zeke signed and in the fold, but then the wheels started to come off from that 3-0 record. 5-8 the rest of the way for an 8-8 finish. Not enough to win a down NFC East, and also not enough for Jason Garrett to keep his job. So now Mike McCarthy enters the fold.
And when you look back at this roster, and as you said, a team with Super Bowl aspirations, this is not a team that was overhyped, as is often the case with the Dallas Cowboys. That was a legitimate deal in my estimation, that roster was good enough to contend for a Super Bowl. Just never really got going with consistency. Couldn't beat the better teams that they played. And as you noted, finished 8-8. Mike McCarthy takes over a very good roster, a young quarterback in Dak Prescott. So it's the second act for Mike McCarthy. He has something he feels like he needs to prove after the way it ended in Green Bay. And this Dallas team has a lot that they need to improve on and a lot to show the rest of the world that this team really should be in a Super Bowl and soon.
By the way, since they did not win the NFC East, that's now 15 straight seasons that the NFC East has not had a repeat champion.
Can you say volatile division?
Absolutely. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 62 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed...
And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence, flush to his right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Lawrence. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. On 1st and 10, Perry. That's complete right around the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to.
That's it, baby. We got one.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Lawrence Flushed out right. Open man is Higgins.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He's able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Off the play fake, Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
On the ball.
On fourth down, Lawrence out to his left. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Back to throw. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Give me some. Give me some.
On third down, Lawrence eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold him to 3. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Going on the ground with Homer. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is Homer. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here we go. 30 base. Go.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence, flush to his right. This pass complete to Higgins. A gain of 6 there on first.
Your trick is here. Stand ready. Turn to start.
A final shot before break. Lawrence dancing to his left. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Lawrence. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Off-play action. Perry. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, with that incompletion, Charles, let's talk about the coaching carousel. Some new guys in new places. Ron Rivera to Washington. We got Mike McCarthy in Dallas. Matt Rule up from the college ranks to Carolina. And for the Giants, Joe Judge. Any surprises in your mind?
Well, I think you start with Joe Judge going to the Giants, coming from New England, where he was the special teams coach for most of his career, and this season added wide receivers to his duties. Well regarded within the ranks of the NFL. Not much known about him to the outside world. It's kind of a reveal. To everyone, Joe Judge, people will now get to know who he is, because most people thought Matt Rule was going to go to New York. He ends up in Carolina. And then, of course, Ron Rivera, he would have been a candidate for Dallas. He would have been a candidate for New York, as well as Washington. And Washington never let him out of the building, was it?
He got his man complete. He stepped through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way home. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Here we go.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Again, it's Homer. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, Perry. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 23. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Down, 50, plant. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
On 1st down, Lawrence flushed out right. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
60 out now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. This is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back now here in Santa Clara. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right side, and try and throw it back into the middle of the field. He got away with one there.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Perry. Fighting through. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions?
And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 52 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Running out of the gun with Dixon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now the Cowboys down on the scoreboard. 2:19 to play. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw. Perry. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Perry firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Throwing on first down. Perry. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. In for the score as his guys are back within a single score. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Hunter Renfrow, 74 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Looking to throw. Lawrence. That's caught at the 3. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line. And the try for 2, unsuccessful. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now it's the Cowboys' turn. Trailing in this one now. 70 seconds remaining. Throwing to start the drive. Perry looking middle, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Second and 4. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point right down the middle. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Face mask. Defense.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Go! Thank you, Gator. That's the way.
He's got the first down inside the 10. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that,